Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one state sent flood donations to a hard-hit eastern Kentucky county, and one eastern Kentucky city hosted a holiday sensory night.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. We finally made it to Friday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you so much for waking up with us. It's almost 5 o'clock. Let's head over to Brandon Robinson for a look at our forecast. And Brandon, I can't comment on the current weather conditions outside because I've been in this building since midnight.
Yes,
so.
It is a little chilly out there this morning, so yeah. I did notice that on the way in, but otherwise fairly calm. There was some frost in the car. So here is the thing about this morning. We did not see as much cloud cover as we were expecting overnight, so that means it's a little colder out there than you were probably expecting. Let's take a look excuse me, at the satellite radar loop, and you'll see just a little bit of action out there off to the west, trying to show some pink and green. That is moisture that is not reaching the ground this morning, but the clouds are still out there off in the distance. They will be here before you know it. Temperatures across the region anywhere from 21 in Clintwood and Jonesville to 33 in Moorhead and 36 in Logan and Williamsburg. Just notice that kind of a swing out there, and 37 in Monticello. So look at that. Between two counties, 37 Monticello, 28 Somerset, 36 Williamsburg, 27 London. So just a one county difference there across the region, giving you several degree differences. So it's a little bit all over the place this morning. So you're going to need a little extra coffee just to get you going, to get you through this Friday. And max where we need it, those temperatures a little colder in your area. Out the door forecast, we'll see again some patchy frost this morning out there, and then clouds will gradually increase throughout the day. We stay dry during the daytime hours if everything holds true. But I do believe we'll start to see some rain tonight ahead of our second cold front in a week coming on Saturday, 58 for a daytime high. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, thousands of pounds of supplies for flood survivors was unloaded in Knott County yesterday. It came all the way from Tippecanoe, Indiana. The Knott County Long-Term Recovery Team has been working with the Indiana group who drove the supplies down. Jessica Combs is on a long-term recovery donation team and says if you are in need of supplies, there are a few steps to follow.
You have to fill out an application. You will be assigned a case manager, and then that case manager will work with you on what you need to get you back in your home. So we're now kind of out of the emergency stage on that.
Well, to fill out an application, you can visit knottcountyrising.org, and a case manager will reach out to you. More than $10 million in federal funding will help repair damaged water lines in Breathitt, Knott, and Letcher counties. The money will come from the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. It's commonly referred to as the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. The Division of Abandoned Mine Lands will restore water to more than 3,600 homes in those three counties. July's flood destroyed the Knott County Area Technology Center, which is the vocational school for Knott County Central High School. But now things are looking a bit brighter for the center students and staff. The Technology Center received a donation of 100 computers from the Louisville-based organization SOS. Those with the center say this act of generosity lifts a huge burden from their shoulders.
Well, SOS has been a partner of Knott County ATC Health Science Program for years. I've utilized them to help give us consumable supplies that I use every day to teach with. My students utilize the products. Technology is very expensive, so to be offered a donation like that, it's overwhelming.
SOS plans to donate 100 more computers in the upcoming weeks. Those with the Technology Center plan to use these computers once their original building is ready. They estimate it will be up and running toward the end of next year. Well, the city of Prestonsburg opened its Christmas lights at Archer Park 1 week ago, but Thursday night was a bit more calm to accommodate for those who may be sensitive to overstimulation. Our Joel Mullins has more from city officials and parents on how the display has been toned down just a bit to allow everyone to enjoy this lights the holiday season.
Prestonsburg's Christmas lights display at Archer Park is very bright and can get very loud.
Some of our lights are very aggressive, and by aggressive I mean they're really doing a lot of flashing, they're bright, the noise, the songs will be really loud, and it's pretty intense.
That is why on Thursday the city toned down the flashing and moving lights to allow those who experience sensory overload to enjoy a night at the park.
We need to be more aware of the sensory issues that some people have. So we've toned everything down. It'll either be still or it'll be low key, and it gives people an opportunity to bring kids out to enjoy it that may not have been able to enjoy it otherwise.
For parents like Courtney Kreider, this night is special to her family.
Nothing makes me happier than to see everybody noticing and being more aware of children like mine's needs.
Allowing her family to be included in all the holiday fun without having to worry about her children being overstimulated.
You know, it brings my kids happiness, and they get to enjoy things, and like I said, they don't get as overstimulated. If they do get overstimulated, there's always a place for them to go in the area for them to calm down and come back out and enjoy the time.
Spreading Christmas cheer for all. In Prestonsburg, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Kreider added that she and the Eastern Kentucky Autism and Sensory Processing Disorder Support Group are thrilled to have a night to make sure families with differently abled children are included. Well, thank you so much for getting your Friday morning started with the Sierra Mountain News this morning. When we come back, 2 states are still dealing with volcanoes actively erupting. We tell you where.
And we trend up a little bit with temperatures today, but our rain chances also continue to trend up a little bit this weekend. The latest forecast in about 3 minutes.